Yo, what's going on everybody? Money here, and today I've got another little video for you guys, and it's about the bios that we've gotten. If you follow Call of Duty on Twitter, you'll know that they've been tweeting out bios, character bios. So Richtofen, DEMPSEY, NIKOLAI, Takeo. We've gotten bios for those, as well as a bio for the Origins map. So it's not necessarily like, usually we don't get bios for maps, we just get a description, but this is like an interesting bio for the map. So I'm just going to pull it up on screen and read it to you and give you my thoughts about that. So, Origins, here we go. 1918 Northern France. In a timeline separate from the lives they'd previously known, DEMPSEY, NIKOLAI, and Takeo were each ordered to intercept the infamous Dr. Edward Richtofen on the battlefields of World War I. Little did they realize they would soon be forced to fight side by side in order to survive the onslaught of the undead horde. So, for those of you guys who are new to Black Ops, or you just started Zombies with Black Ops 3, the last map pack in Black Ops 2 was Origins, and it showed us the beginning, the first time our four characters ever met. Now, with the Multiverse Theory set, we know that this is the first time that they've ever met, and they're just meeting each other, and they just get bombarded by zombies, so they have to work together. Now, after working together and finishing the Easter egg, we get a cutscene with Sam saying, "My dad will fix it all. My dad has a plan, and he'll fix everything." Now, you skip forward 3 years, and then you get the giant map, where in the intro they're like, you don't want to, when Richtofen from Origins shoots Richtofen from original Richtofen. I'll get that when I pull up the Richtofen. I just want to talk about the characters in order, so I'm going to do it with DEMPSEY, NIKOLAI, Takeo, and Richtofen. So I'm going to start off with DEMPSEY and talk about his bio and onwards. So, Tank DEMPSEY, nationality American, he's an American Marine. Corporal Tank DEMPSEY, American hero. Originally assigned to intercept Dr. Edward Richtofen in northern France, DEMPSEY now fights alongside NIKOLAI, Takeo, and Richtofen as they attempt to put an end to the enemy war machine once and for all. Though he's seen more than his fair share of bloodshed, nothing could have prepared him for the events of Der Eisendrache. So, as we all know, in the end of Der Eisendrache, Richtofen was about to kill DEMPSEY, and DEMPSEY says, "No, I'll do it." So, the plan is that we're all going to go kill our 1.0 versions of our characters. I also put in the World at War bio, which is kind of a callback, so I don't understand where Treyarch is going for all these bio stuff, but they're sending information for bios, which is interesting. So I just throw that out in the background. You guys could read that if you want, but my thoughts on this is really interesting. They're talking about DEMPSEY, fighting alongside with the other three characters. So in this one, it also says Tank DEMPSEY, an American hero. Hand him a loaded weapon, a good woman, and something to shoot, and he's happy. Enrage him and he'll rip your guts out and use them as bandolier or whatever. So we're getting this new bio information about our new characters, because technically speaking, with the Multiverse Theory in set, these are brand new characters. We've never experienced characters like these before. We've never worked with them. These are all new, and they all have new motives, new thoughts, and everything is just completely different with this Multiverse Theory now. So DEMPSEY has already, his story's finished, we know that much, as well as Richtofen, but I'll get to that when we get to Richtofen. So DEMPSEY's story is finished. At the end of Der Eisendrache, he kills himself, his 1.0 is done. Now, he's in the summoning key, as we've been clearly told by Jason Blundell. DEMPSEY's in the summoning key. Now, what does that mean for our characters? Is that the step we're going for? Is that everybody has to kill their characters? That's the theory, that everybody's going to go kill their characters, but will they do it? We know DEMPSEY complied, and with the Zetsubo no Shima trailer, something most people overlooked, but at the end of that, when Takeo says, "I'm coming for you," I think he's talking about his original character. So let's go to NIKOLAI, although I should have done NIKOLAI last because his DLC would be last, but let's just go in order. So NIKOLAI, Russian Red Army, forgotten and abandoned on the front lines of Europe. Red Army Sergeant NIKOLAI BELINSKI has learned to survive and endure even in the darkest of times. His loyalty to the motherhood has seen him battle his own demons, overcoming personal trials that few have truly understood. We have no idea what Nikolai is planning. I really feel like Nikolai is scheming. Nikolai, like I've said in one of my previous theory videos, is gonna fuck shit up for our characters. I feel like when his time comes to kill himself, he's gonna be like, no, I don't want to kill myself. I want to go back to my family. As we all know from all the previous Call of Duties, Nikolai just strays talking trash about my first wife, my second wife. Oh, you were worse than my fourth wife. To the point where even he had 5 wives, and we've known that from the World at War bio. I'm actually going to pull it up and show you guys a real clip from it. In the second paragraph in the middle, you can see it says, ultimately his aspirations all came crashing down after his 5th wife mysteriously died while cleaning his axe with her neck. Now, she was cheating on Nikolai with a high-ranking party official, and that made Nikolai infamous, and therefore Stalin had sent him to the front lines, and he was forgotten about. And then it says, where he wallowed in self-pity and vodka for several years. Nikolai has not had a good time. His life was trash. And these are all previously, before. These are moments before Origins happened. So this has already happened to him. He's already gone on the front lines. He's already been forgotten by his country that he fought for. That's already done. So I really feel like Nikolai has this dark history that he's gonna bring back up that'll screw everybody over, screw the plans over. Is specifically screwing Richtofen over, because Richtofen says he wants to set the future, and from what we see and from what the trailers are showing us, it looks like the next DLC will comprise of Nikolai killing his 1.0 version off, because honestly we've already done Richtofen in the Giant, we did Dempsey in the Rising Rock, and it looks like Takeo is going to be Zetsubo no Shima. So speaking of Takeo, let's bring him up. Takeo, Japanese affiliation, the Imperial Japanese Army. Captain Takeo Masaki comes from a noble family that has dutifully served the Emperor for decades. After the events of Dreisendracht, Takeo's unwavering sense of loyalty will be tested as he falls alongside Tank, Nikolai, and Richtofen in the quest to secure a better tomorrow. Who wants a better tomorrow? We keep on bringing this up over and over. A better future for the kids, a better tomorrow for the children. Whose goal is this? Who are they following? Are they really following Richtofen? Or, from what we know from the Giant quotes, and quotes about Maxis saying a better future for the kids tomorrow, are they following Maxis? Is this Maxis behind the grand scheme of things telling us what to do? Or is there really somebody behind the curtains, behind Maxis? Or are we just going with whatever the hell Richtofen's saying? Because I'm also working on another video where it shows voices, where Richtofen is hearing voices, which is very first 1.0 version of Richtofen, of hearing voices and the sounds of the damned and the screamed and all that. So even on our World at War bio, it says on the third paragraph, reserved and reflective, the war is a perfect opportunity for Takeo to explore his bloodlust and study the nature of those less honorable than himself. And as what we saw in the Zetsubo no Shima opening cutscene, when it was translated, it says Takeo has not betrayed the Emperor, even though the people that were on the boat think he did. And Takeo looks like he's just gonna go to Zetsubo no Shima, kill himself off, because that Takeo needs to be killed off. From what we've learned so far, from what the DLCs have been telling us, looks like he had to kill himself off. But is Takeo okay with that? It seems like in the trailer when he says, "I'm coming for you," I think he's talked like, I think it's clever editing that they put the picture of the Thrasher. I think that's what people are calling him now, the new big guy, the Thrasher. But I think it's clever editing that they said that, and I think he's actually going to come for himself, kill his 1.0 self off, and then that'll maybe free him from the Emperor. No, really, Takeo's story is very confusing to me, so I don't know too much, but here's the grand prize right here. Richtofen, German, Group 935. In a former life, the sadistic Dr. Edward Richtofen stood at the forefront of research into the mysterious element 115 and its potential applications for Group 935's Wonder Weapon program. Wonder Weapon program, we're talking obviously about the WAW DG2. Now his grand plans for a brave new world guide him down a dangerous path towards an uncertain future. Now, like I said, I've been working on a quote video for Richtofen about the quotes in Horizon, and so far he's talking about things like again, I have to do this again, I have to do this part again, I have to do this one again. Like, he says it 3 different times, and he's also talking about, you don't want me to kill them? You don't want them to die? Why not? And then he says, oh, I know why. And he's talking about, oh, maybe the spirits will help us in our great battle. The beast will accompany us in our battle. Does Richtofen really know what the hell is he doing, or is he just winging all of it? Because the original Richtofen from World at War is crazy. Like, balls to the wall, batshit crazy. Like, even in the Origins cutscene, he's crazy. He's cutting open Max's head. What the f is this Richtofen do? Like, Richtofen was crazy then, and he's still crazy now. And that video I'm gonna drop tomorrow and tell you guys how batshit crazy Richtofen is. I don't think this guy knows what the hell he's doing. I think he's just following Maxis, and Maxis is the puppeteer behind all of this. But my question for you guys is, why is Treyarch giving us these new bios? Is it to trip us up in our character bios from what we previously know? Is Treyarch doing this on purpose so that we be like, oh, these are our new characters? For obviously people come, generally newer people keep on joining the zombie community. So for those who never played Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 or World at War, they don't know how batshit crazy or how crazy everything was before. Like, everybody just used to make fun of each other. They were all just talking shit to each other. Like, it was crazy. Like, I remember one of my favorite quotes from Moon is, oh, DEMPSEY, I can see a house from here. It's on fire. Like, it was so funny. And that's why we, like, if you are not an original zombie guy, you'll never understand the love we have for our original Fab 4, which a lot of people are looking towards to, that our last DLC will be these Origins. Our current characters will all die off. Also, we have that picture that says premise is fair. I'll pull it up right here. You see this picture of it's our Origin characters, and it says premise will fail. So are these 4 characters gonna die off, and then after that we get our new characters? Or, well, technically not new, but our original 4 characters from the World at War days, batshit crazy, drunk out of his mind NIKOLAI, Emperor obsessed Takeo, and just DEMPSEY was the only normal one. DEMPSEY was the guy who broke the 4th wall. Because I remember there's always this, hey player, drop the chips and give me some ammo. Like, DEMPSEY broke the 4th wall. But is that where we're headed? Is Blundell trying to trip us up with these new bios about an uncertain future and paths that we have gone through? And what's the worst thing about it is that we haven't gotten another set of memory clips. What are they waiting on? Or was that a mistake originally when they dropped the first memory clip for NIKOLAI? I mean, this is all speculation and theory, but I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on what you guys think is the purpose for these new bios. Or am I completely going off track and not even talking about what anything makes sense, and I just don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? Could be something as simple as that. That's why I'm calling it a theory video. There's no actual facts behind this, but I just think that he's trying to trip us up, try to give us, because he even said, you guys are giving Richtofen a hard time, we should start trusting him. Like, tomorrow's video will make a lot more sense about about why I don't trust Richtofen. But as for today, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on what you think is the end goal. Like, what's the end goal? Where are we going? How are we gonna get there? And why do we need to do it? Who's running behind the lines? Who's Dr. Monty? All that plays. Dr. Monty, the Shadow Man. Where is Maxis? Where is Sam? All this plays into the facts that we have no idea about. Where is everybody? And what's going on? And how are we gonna get there? So that's really all I have for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is, I know I'm kind of steering off. Like, I was mainly very tutorial based, but you know, it's hard to stay away from the story and theories when this is in my head. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment on your thoughts specifically on what you think, where we're going, how we're gonna get there, and who's behind it, who is the puppet master. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned tomorrow because I'm gonna drop that theory video about Richtofen being batshit crazy. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I was just kidding, not the end of the video. Leave the Treyarch to drop something as I'm uploading it to YouTube. You guys! I hate you guys. You guys ruined it all for me. Anyways, let's go right into it. So, they also dropped the thing for Shadows of Evil. Years, 1940s, Morgue City. As 4 newly cursed souls banded together to defy the undead horrors of Morgue City, Richtofen began to set his grand plans in motion. Armed with the knowledge gained from the Chronorium, Richtofen entered the dimension with the singular goal to secure the summoning key from the possession of the Keepers. What? Hold on. For anybody who's played that map, you know in the very beginning the Shadow Man is like, the Keepers are trying to hasten the demise of the dimensions, or the Keepers are hastening to the collapse of the dimensions, or something like that. I thought the Keepers were good guys. Now they're bad guys? Why is Richtofen trying to get the Keep... What? I thought the Keepers were the good guys. Ah! It's so much just... I swear, if Treyarch is backpedaling because they're like, shit, we fucked up, and that's why they're doing these bios, I'm gonna kill somebody. Because, from what we know, it was that the Keepers were good. But, I guess not. I don't know. Just throwing a curveball out there. This was so unexpected. Nobody's expecting this, and now everybody lost their mind on fucking Twitter. And now making me re-record shit. Motherfucker, it's pissed me off. The fuck. Ah! Anyways. Yeah, that's it. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.